2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. For the Heat, they're 6th in the Eastern Conference and still trying to make that next step forward, trying to finish in better shape than they did last season. And I'll tell you, two tremendous defenses tonight.
Yes.
It's going to be hard for either team to put up many points.
That's why you got to stay patient on it. You can't just jack up shots. Every bucket is going to matter. Don't force shots. Just run your offense. Make sure everyone touches it. Make the defense work because they are willing to work.
And you got to pound the offensive glass, create second chance opportunities, and you got to try to get those easy buckets in transition.
Hey, so you got to be patient?
Yes.
I got a joke for you. I got a joke for you.
Okay, got it.
Okay, it's a knock-knock joke. Are you ready?
Yes.
All ready?
Right.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Impatient cow.
Impatient
Moo. Because see, the cow said move
he was
before
so
the joke was
impatient.
over.
He said move before you asked. That's
a good one.
Moo.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Hawks.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
Yeah, I agree. It seemed like they were very dependent from the three-point stripe, and it made things way too easy for the defense.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Miami Heat has established that high standard for fitness. Even Eric Spoelstra has gotten into it in his late 40s. The Heat coach says when he's working out, I'm in a different place. The physical, emotional, and mental benefits, I'm hooked. Kevin?
As hard as he works, great that he takes care of himself, too. DA, thank you. And tonight we'll see two teams that are dedicated to the youth movement and the respective clubs. Doris, talk about the biggest challenges for a young player in this game.
Well, the world in basketball is increasingly small, so a lot of young players in the game have faced each other in AAU basketball, or if they've played collegiately, they've faced each other there. So the biggest challenge sometimes for young players is not letting this become a personal matchup with the player you're looking opposite. Basketball's a team game, and while you want to outshine your opponent, you've got to do it within the context and framework of the overall team game.
Good point. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Teague. Then there's Towns. Dragic against Teague. Winslow. Wiggins with the block. Outside Teague. Covington in the corner. Drills it from outside. Covington's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Timberwolves. Here's Dragic. 17 points for him last game against Cleveland.
And it was a big game for him at the defensive end as well. He never stopped pressuring the basketball, coming up with one steal after another.
Now here's Butler. It's a three-point game. Sinks the triple.
Well, over the course of time, Jimmy Butler has so improved his range. Now more capable of stretching the defense. That's pretty.
Teague against Dragic. Teague finds Towns. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
The timing that Towns has is admirable. So fantastic at getting the shot off before a defender can react.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Butler passes to Olynyk. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass from Jimmy Butler, and you've got to have special vision to make it.
T kicks to Wiggins. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Dragic against T. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of this game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, you think about the Minnesota Timberwolves becoming one of the premier offensive teams in the league. They have a huge advantage in free throw attempts and limiting turnovers. 2 things that have really set this group apart.
And he's good on the second. And Doris, you look at the Wolves offense. Have they maxed out how good they can be?
I think one area they have to look at is in this age of the three-pointer, they were one of the league's lowest in three-point attempts. To me, they've got to boost that number, and I think they also need to look to attack in transition. They've certainly got enough weapons.
He kicks to Covington. To the paint. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Boy, a kick-out's probably a better option when the defense is swarming around like that.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
Wiggins outside. Takes a 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Butler. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Outside, Towns. Wiggins outside. The kick out to Towns. Clock is at 3. Knocked loose and stolen by Butler. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Adebayo. Wiggins with the block.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins air-mailing it back.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
You know, both teams are competitive, but not necessarily playing yet at a championship level. And part of what makes this battle so intriguing is how close they are.
James Johnson's checked in for Miami. Shabazz Napier's checked in for Minnesota. Butler attacking, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Last season, Doris, the NBA hosting 4 regular season games in Mexico, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the NBA playing in Mexico City.
Well, Kevin, you know this. Mexico City is the 5th largest city in the world. You are a geographic expert. This is a gateway to all of Latin America, and the NBA, as always, eager to expand their presence in new markets.
I agree. And the fact, Doris, they're so progressive has just, given them so much new things, revenue, growth avenues to follow. It just opens up a whole new area where they can grow.
Never rest on your laurels, Kevin. Always work hard, just like the great Kevin Harlan does.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Johnson can't get it to go. Napier with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Napier finds Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Butler against T. Butler goes in, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one is on Towns.
Well, with that frame and rugged mentality, there is never a moment where Jimmy Butler will shy away from contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw good from Butler.
And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character. Has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Jang, he's checked in for Towns. Jordan Bell comes in for Robert Covington. And Lehman subbed in for T. So he picks up just one from the line that time. And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
And in the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
Here's Napier. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. Minnesota calls timeout.
You know, it'll be interesting to see what coach draws up here.
Well, they need to stop this run, and a great timeout that hopefully gives his team some energy.
And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. You take a look at the Celtics, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, Miami, 8.5 games behind them.
And right now for Miami, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but just give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
And here's Miami. They're on a 17-4 run. Butler against Wiggins. Butler passes to Winslow. Inside, deflects the pass, and is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
That one wide left. Timberwolves trail by 10. Tries it from 19, and the jumper is on the mark. Dragic with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Passes to Winslow. Pass to Adebayo. Got a piece of it. Wiggins against Butler. Wiggins left side. Pass to Napier. Here's Lehman. Covered by Winslow. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wiggins. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
A good score inside for a three-man. I mean, Wiggins can beat you with his back to the basket or facing up.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Well, we've seen a few true marksmen enter the league lately, Doris, which may someday be in the conversation of best shooter in the league. Any names come to mind?
Wow, this is a great one to try to, forecast into the future. Certainly you think of a guy out in Phoenix by the name of Devin Booker. An explosive scorer, can do it in a lot of different ways, but when he starts to cook from beyond the arc, boy, it is really something special to watch. Lauri Markkanen in Chicago, as that team continues to try to rebuild and reload, he becomes even more dangerous if they can put some talent around him. Those are just two names. Jason Tatum proved that he was probably a better shooter from deep than people thought.
Here's Napier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The pass to Bell. Back to Wiggins. Shoots from the elbow, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
You know, I like how he's getting involved in the offense. He's picking his spots and making his shot attempts count.
Wade kicks to Johnson. Outside, Jones. 5 to shoot. Here's Waiters. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Here's Minnesota. Good momentum, 8 straight points. It's stolen by Jones. Near the 3-point line, it's Wade, but they get it back. Johnson. Good D by Bell.
Man, look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
It's stolen by Bell. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Wiggins against Wade. Johnson at the elbow. Back to Wade. Puts it up from 12. Rebounded by Bell. Bell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That's his first foul. Now here's Napier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Bell passes to Layman.
Well, and guys, that's what he wanted to avoid, a second foul before the end of the opening period.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
I think the one constant with Tom Thibodeau is you can always hear his voice the entire game. Doesn't matter if you're up 20 or down 20, you will hear Tom Thibodeau on the sideline.
He doesn't get the second one. And hearing Coach Tom Thibodeau, some have described his voice as part growl, part bark.
He's very intense, Kevin, and I think the one thing you know about Tom Thibodeau, he likes to say, there is a price to pay. It's all about the work you put in.
And he makes the first. And Dion Waiters, midway through last season, finally had season-ending surgery on his left ankle. He had been trying to manage that injury since the season prior.
Yeah, and ended up losing out on a bonus of over $1 million, which was contingent on him playing 70 games. His play had fallen off, though, so quite possible he needed that surgery even before he suffered the setback.
And both free throws good for Waiters. Here's Napier. Kicks to Bell. And it's Miami with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
Here's Layman. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Back to Wiggins. Just 3 to shoot. Shot from 12. No good that time. Now the Heat take it the other way. Jones drives in, and it's good. 2 points. And the Heat lead by 5. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Napier. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Indoors for a long time, few people realized how efficient the three-point shot can be, the extra point making such a difference. Why do you think it took a while for that thought process to hold?
Well, I think obviously we have advanced metrics, and the reason we have advanced metrics is there are more ways to monitor the things that happen between the lines, right? There are cameras everywhere. We can track people's data via computer programs. But I think one of the interesting things to me, Kevin, is that Steph Curry really has changed the logistics of what defines a quality shot. Here's a guy who steps across half court, and when he does, he's in range. So the influence of Steph Curry cannot be understated.
Great example. And the Heat making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Heat leading by 3. And here is Waiters. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Wade from outside. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game.
A nightmare quarter for this guy. Simply can't buy a bucket.
1:46 left here in the opening quarter. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Miami has possession. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. 3-point lead. And Waiters kicks to Wade. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
This is an accomplished, polished interior scorer. Don't let the 2-guard position fool you. Dwayne Wade from the cup. Oh.
Okogie. Wade is covering. And they're moving it up. Pull-up jumper. Tries again. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Miami shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Robert Covington comes in for Jake Layman. And it's Teagan for Shabazz Napier. Now Teague, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He kicks it to Bell. To the paint. And it's Teague. That time on the assist from Covington.
I'll tell you, how about a high percentage opportunity from Jeff Teague? As a scorer, you love to get those easy ones.
Passes it to Waiters. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the first. Shot clock at 6. Leonard, no luck.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Okogie. Wade is covering. To the paint. Knocks it loose. Covington against Jones. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Off the mark and a bad shot there. And here's Olynyk from the arc. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Jimmy Butler has been on display for Miami. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this. The former #1 pick overall in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns, spoke about the aspirations of this team.
Every single day we're thinking about how can we be the team that we need to be to not only make the playoffs, but to make it deep into the playoffs and give ourselves a chance of being a championship team. We have so much talent. We have great veterans. We have a great front office, a great coaching staff. So with all that on our side, we feel we have a great chance to find that way to success.
Yep, one step at a time, Greg. That's the mindset to have.
Yeah, you can't have too much too early. But with Towns leading the charge, this team is in great hands.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
Winslow and Olynyk fill up the forward spots. D-Wade out there with Jones, and it's Leonard in at the 5. That's the group on the 4 for Miami. Looking at the midseason numbers for international viewership, Doris, the league is really making an impression around the world.
I know soccer is maybe the biggest sport worldwide, but what has struck me over the last 5 to 10 years is how global a game basketball has become, and the fact that it's one of the fastest growing sports in the entire world. And make no mistake, to me, it's the league that has brought this ability to bring people together with incredible stars who fans can relate to. The one guy that comes to mind, obviously, Steph Curry.
Well said. The vision of the league, to me, is just incredible and unequal. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Butler comes in for Derek Jones, and it's Dragic in for Dwayne Wade. And so Olynyk nails both of them.
I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done.
Dragic against T. Shoots over Dragic. T can't hit. The Heat leading by 8. The feed to Olynyk. Buries it down low. Olynyk's got 7 points.
You know, I like the fact that Olynyk didn't shy away from mixing it up. Remarkable at scoring despite getting hit.
Okogie, Olynyk is covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Karl Anthony Towns, one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the league, at least top 3 amongst all 7-footers. And his three-point percentage elite as well, over 40%.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And Towns said he'd emulate Kevin Durant as a kid playing on the perimeter at Kentucky. Cal made him play inside, work in the post, and use his size.
So going back to his roots with his three-point shooting, the association experiencing a three-point renaissance, and he really does fit the mold.
And Towns drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Adebayo passes to Olynyk. That one a little long.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Now, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Towns. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Dragic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Heat lead by 10.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Teague feeling it out a bit. At the top of the key, Jang. Okogie. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Heat leading by 10. Here's Butler. He had 16 points in the win against Cleveland.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
And Olynyk kicks to Winslow. The Heat need to get a shot off. And the basket by Olynyk.
Well, you love how Kelly Olynyk works off the pick and roll. He knows exactly where to be.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them. Looking here at some numbers for Winslow. How his last 10 games have gone. He's around 10 points per game, over 2.5 steals and 4 assists. And you love his anticipation. All those steals, he's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
There's a sneakiness, a craftiness. You think he's not watching, and suddenly he's taking the ball in the other direction.
Now here's Teague. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Teague with the ball. He's guarded by Dragic. Up again, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns can be a 20-10 guy consistently. This guy is a workhorse on the glass.
Dragic finds Butler. On the wing, Winslow. Pass to Olynyk, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olynyk. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And that game against the Lakers, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
Now here's Jang, and the shot goes down. Jang's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Timberwolves. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They can look forward to the Quicken Loans Arena after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. It's deflected, and it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul. James Johnson's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Wiggins is checked in. Timberwolves trail by 8. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Winslow. Johnson at the elbow. And the rejection by Jang.
Oh, the 7'3" wingspan erases that shot. Nice by Gorgui Dieng.
Wiggins with it. 29 points for him last game against Atlanta. Poked away. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him.
And he makes the first. You know, Greg, the game comes so easy to Wiggins, but some say he needs to be more assertive, more aggressive. Do you see that?
I mean, high expectations for a player that was taken first overall. The length and athleticism should enable him to impact the game in so many ways, but, you know, his motor doesn't always rev high enough to take advantage.
Well, with the first overall pick in 2014, Wiggins has some pressure on him, but he has steadily improved his play.
Here's Dragic from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Dragic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Heat. Timberwolves have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Layman's checked in. Napier kicks to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And finished off by Jang.
Well, that's how you bring out the best in your teammates. Towns is a prolific scorer, but guess what? He'll find you if you're open.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Here's Johnson. Pass to Winslow. Back to Butler. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Winslow. His three-pointers off the mark.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Here's Towns. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
Dragic looking for an opening. Winslow finds Dragic. Johnson outside. Back to Dragic. Three-pointer. Butler. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Knocks it loose and stolen by Butler. For the finish. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
I tell you, you better protect the basketball around Jimmy Butler. The anticipation skills, he'll pick it clean from you.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Wiggins kicks to Towns. And the shot goes down. Towns has got 10 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
I think sometimes that's all it takes, right? We'll see if it helps them moving forward in this one.
And the Heat with some changes. Dwayne Wade comes in for Winslow. And it's Waiters in for Goran Dragic. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Bell is checked in for Gorgie Dang. Now here's Waiters. Now the pass to Adebayo. Back to Waiters. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
That's not a bad plan of action right there, guys. Attack the defense in the paint.
Towns kicks to Wiggins. From 15 feet away, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Oh, really smooth. Andrew Wiggins with the terrific mid-range game.
Now here's Waiters. Passes to Johnson. Wade outside. Back to Johnson. It's stolen by Bell. Here's Wiggins. Here's Towns. That's tipped. And here is Waiters. To the middle. It's tipped.
Okay, now you've got to dial down the intensity a bit, right? That's his second foul, and we still got a ways to go before halftime.
The Timberwolves have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Onley's checked in. And both free throws good for Wiggins. The Heat leading by 6. Waiters surveying the D. Down low, and he jams it with authority.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Waiters with the stuff.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
And the Timberwolves with possession here after the Heat pick up 2. Back to Wiggins. Pass to Layman. Now Napier. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Wiggins. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. To the inside. It's stolen by Bell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Wiggins with the ball. Pass to Layman. That one falls. His 2nd basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Miami leading by 6. Wade kicks to Waiters. Inside. Butler passes to Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Now here's Vonleh. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And that one's good by Butler. And now an 11-point Heat lead.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
Napier kicks to Vonleh. At the elbow, it's Wiggins. Over Waiters from 12 feet out. And nothing but air on that one.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
Here's Adebayo. His last outing, he had 8 points. Johnson in the corner. 5 on the clock. Over Bell. A shot by Johnson, no good. Timberwolves trail by 11. And the pass to Napier. Another miss by Minnesota.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Kicks it to Wiggins. Passes it to Layman. It's good from long range. Layman's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
And the Heat call time here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
A different look for Miami. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Adebayo. Kelly Olynyk comes in for James Johnson. And it's Derek Jones in for Jimmy Butler. Now here's Waiters. 6 points for him. Leonard dishes to Waiters. The baseline J off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to Covington. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
Teague against Wade. The dish to Olynyk. Off target from 3-point range.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from 3-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates.
Take a break.
He doesn't
Take a
force
break.
shots.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. 36 seconds left in the first half. Here's Waiters. He's got 6. Baseline jumper. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 11 points for Kelly Olynyk.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Teague against Wade. Teague with the ball. It's Covington on the wing. Up in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Miami in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Big time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 3 assists. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
I think we really saw the evolution of Jimmy Butler. Over the years, his skills have caught up with his great athleticism in the prime of his career now, making his case of one of the best wings in the game.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value each possession. I think coming out of the break, they need to be more efficient to close the gap in the score.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
As we return to South Florida, a fantastic view of that famous stretch of sand, Miami Beach. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Heat. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Andrew Wiggins. Towns is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Teague. Pass to Adebayo. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
Well, just terrific unselfishness from the veteran forward. Jimmy Butler more than willing to pass if he finds a teammate open.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Now here's Teague. Wiggins outside. A three-pointer, no good. Miami's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Feeds it to Dragic. Buries it down low. Dragic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
The pass to Wiggins. Over Butler. And that one's good. Wiggins. Wiggins has got 13 points.
Boy, more points on the board for Wiggins. How about this guy? This is a memorable night.
Butler kicks to Olynyk. Dragic against Teague. Towns with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Plenty of space. And again, it's Minnesota converting. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Passes it to Butler. Back to Dragic. Winslow finds Butler. He can't get that one to fall. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Looking ahead to their next and playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
Well, leaving no doubt on that one, the explosiveness of Cat.
Miami leading by 7. Pass to Butler. And they call an illegal screen here. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Butler.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Okogie defended by Butler. Kicks to Wiggins. Tries again, and the layup is good. Wiggins has got 4 points in the quarter.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Dragic. 7 points in the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Jeff Teague.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Heat have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Bounce pass, Dragic to the middle. Towns with the steal. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Wow, the long reach of Cat. When he grabs for the ball, it's over.
Timeout called, the Heat.
How about Karl Anthony Towns, guys? At the age of 11, guess how tall he was? 6'3". So it was his goal to develop a complete skill set all the way back then. Boy, how about that? Ahead of the game in terms of the NBA.
And the Heat making a change here. Leonard's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Zhang's checked in. Dragic kicks to Olynyk. Pass to Butler. Trying to get something going. Rebound by Zhang. Zhang's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And talk about the mindset nowadays. Kids like Towns growing up not content to just play in the paint.
That's exactly right, Kevin. His father would divide their workouts into 2 halves. The first was face-up, dribbling, perimeter shooting. The second half of that workout, the interior, footwork, mic and drills, finishing over either shoulder. Boy, that's a pretty smart dad.
Wiggins kicks to Towns. For the lead, he takes it up and lays it in. Towns has got 14 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Now here's Olynyk. He's got 11. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 5th assist in this one.
And sinking that one, he ends a 14-0 run by Minnesota.
And finished off by Zhang.
Well, how about the aggressiveness at the point of attack? Zhang finishing like he means it.
Dragic the pass to Winslow. Here's the 3. And Goran Dragic hits from deep. 10 points for him. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now here's Teague. Poked away and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Miami with the ball. Miami's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Winslow finds Leonard. Back to Winslow. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
That's one for the highlight reel right there. He didn't hold back anything on that finish.
For Miami, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. Lehman, he's checked in for Minnesota. Napier comes in for Jeff Teague.
1 shot.
Here's Napier. Outside, Towns. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter. Butler deciding where to go with it, and stolen by Jang. A finish, and Wiggins throws it down.
Well, a spectacular athlete is Andrew Wiggins, and when he's got a chance to get in space and transition, forget about it.
Now here's Dragic. Napier covering. Outside Dragic. The floater. Rebound Minnesota. Jang's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Wiggins off the left rim and out. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Dishes it to Dragic. From the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. To the middle. Napier dishes to Towns. Offensive rebound. Here's Jang. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Dragic kicks to Winslow. Back to Dragic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Olynyk. And that one is off. Towns with the defensive effort. Tipped away. The feed to Wiggins. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And a new group in for the Heat. Johnson, he's checked in for Olynyk. Derek Jones comes in for Justice Winslow. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Butler. And it's Waiters in for Goran Dragic. Minnesota also with the sub. Bell, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Layman. 8 points for him. And here's Napier. Clock at 6. Here's Wiggins, and that's good off the glass that time. Wiggins has got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Waiters passes to Wade. That one drops for him. Wade's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
You know, Kevin, sometimes you think you've got Dwayne Wade bottled up, but he is stronger than you think, and he's got a knack for scoring with multiple bodies around him.
Now, here's Napier. On the wing, Wiggins. Wade with the block.
Boy, you love to see Dwayne Wade intense on the defensive end. What a terrific shot blocker at his position.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. Number 1, the Heat.
And that's the way they have to play in order to win. They've got rebounders, so they've got to go after those 2nd and 3rd opportunities whenever they can.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the 2nd half. Conley kicks to Wiggins. Wiggins drawn the double team. Here's Napier. Offline with his 3.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
And the basket by Jones. Here's Napier. From 12 feet out. A rebound by Johnson.
Oh, just everything right about that crossover. Just didn't have anything left there for the finish.
Here's Jones. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jones has got 6 here in this quarter.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Now, here's Vonleh. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock at 6. Napier with it. Johnson on him. And it's Napier missing.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
I think, Greg, he just has to get them on the same page. With this kind of lax defensive effort, something has got to change.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. Robert Covington's checked in for the Timberwolves. Teague comes in for Shabazz Napier. Vonleh kicks to Bell. Now the pass to Wiggins. Will it go? And he sinks the layup. Wiggins has got 23.
Well, he's got the wide shoulders, the natural balance. Andrew Wiggins taking the hit and finishing.
Teague against Waiters. Wade passes to Adebayo. Now here's Wade. He's guarded closely. Wiggins with some nice D. Doris with Jordan Bell comes a highlight reel dunk waiting to happen.
You never know what could happen in transition with the tremendously athletic Jordan Bell. This guy's a high flyer, big-time fan favorite, and I love that despite the flash in his game, this guy is a grounded, high-character individual.
Now here's Teague. Here's Vonleh. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Wade finds Johnson. And stolen by Wiggins. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And he's able to get it back. Timberwolves passing it around. Connects from 3-point range. Wiggins has got 15 points here in the second half.
Oh, terrific timing on that catch and shoot. Wiggins in complete command.
Wade passes to Waiters. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Wiggins kicks to Teague. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Teague's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Miami's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Raiders against Teague. Jones with the bounce pass. Here's Wade. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Passes it to Wiggins. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. For the lead, it's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Johnson dishes to Jones. Waiters outside. Over Teague. And too long on the shot. It's all tied in Miami. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Let's listen in on what Erik Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
Well, Coach Spo instructing his guys, Greg, to just take great shots.
I mean, no reason to rush into a bad shot, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Waiters and Winslow are the wings. James Johnson is out there with Adebayo. And it's Wade in at the 1 spot. Now here's Waiters. Back to Wade. A 3 ball. Minnesota with the rebound. Bell's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Waiters finds Wade. Back to Waiters. Pass to Johnson. Waiters outside. Shot clock at 5. There's Winslow. No good on the shot. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And here's Covington from the arc. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Wade passes to Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Back to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
There's such confidence and belief and faith in his offensive arsenal that Karl Anthony Towns makes it look easy on that end.
Now here's Wade. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
Had to alter his release at the last possible moment and somehow still gets it to go.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And the Heat with some changes. Olynyk, he's checked in for Johnson. Butler comes in for Dion Waiters. And it's Dragic in for Dwayne Wade. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Minnesota. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Dragic against T. They grab their own miss. Jang. It's blocked. There's Winslow. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Friday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And that game against the Hawks, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Trying his luck deep, sinks the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. In the corner, Winslow with it. Dragic against T. Here's Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Minnesota leading by 3. Kicks it to Jang. Olynyk with the steal. There's Winslow. Dragic the pass to Adebayo to tie it up. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Butler kicks to Olynyk. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Dragic against Covington. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Dragic. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
Here's Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240. And he can D-up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Well, you simply must respect the intelligence and all-around skill of Jimmy Butler. This guy has become elite on both ends of the floor, and he's done it by putting in the work.
Leonard, he's checked in for Miami. And so Butler nails both of them. Minnesota in the lead. They get a hand on it. Dragic dishes to Leonard. That ties the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Okogie defended by Butler. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Towns. Okogie. Poked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. For Miami, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Dragic finds Butler to take the lead. He lays it in. Butler's got 21 in the game.
I absolutely love the interior game of Jimmy Butler. Attacking, challenging the teeth of the defense.
Shot to stop the run. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Winslow, the pass to Butler. Right through the D for the layup. And it's a 4-point Heat lead.
Well, the defense reacts, but not quite good enough to deal with Jimmy Butler on the interior. Pretty play.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. T kicks to Towns. Shoots over Leonard. And count it from 19 feet away. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Olynyk. To the inside. It's stolen by T. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Okogie. Some solid defense from Butler.
Now that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball was that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for the Timberwolves. Butler with the steal. And the dunk by Winslow.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Teague finds Jang. side, Teague. Over Dragic. Teague can't hit.
Well, he carves out the space he needs. Just the finish was not good.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And, guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
That's tipped. Covington passes to Teague. Okogie defended by Butler. Okogie trying to get open as Jang, and it's Miami with the rebound. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Butler kicks to Winslow. The three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now here's Jang. Okogie, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, Gorgui Dieng, as a big man, is an excellent passer. That's a pretty look.
Pass to Leonard. He kicks it to Winslow. There's the pass to Butler. And they double up Butler. Olynyk has the open look. Off target with his three.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Now Winslow. Butler on the wing. Got a hand on it. Here's Teague. It's Dragic with the drive and the rejection by Jang. They recover it. Wiggins against Winslow. Three-pointer, Butler. Here's Olynyk. He dishes it to Leonard. And the shot goes in. And the Heat lead by 11.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Wiggins. Covington with it. First one falls for him. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Leonard. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now here's Dragic. Passes to Winslow. To the inside. Covington with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And good that time.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage of look as you can really get.
Now here's Dragic. Butler dishes to Winslow. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. T kicks to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
The Heat leading by 5. And here's Dragic. Inside. Here's Winslow. Over Wiggins. Again, the miss by the Heat. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Okogie from outside off the mark. Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Adebayo kicks to Dragic. Butler in the corner. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got assist number 7 for him tonight. 1:29 left here in the fourth quarter. Teague finds Towns. Goes up on the wing. Offensive rebound. Covington buries it down low.
That's a nice play. You have to read and react in an instant to have success on the offensive glass.
Miami leading by 6. Bounce pass, Dragic. From deep three-point range. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic. The Timberwolves shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. T kicks to Towns. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, does he deliver? That is a determined young fellow right there. Karl Anthony Towns.
Pass to Dragic. Inside, Adebayo lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 6. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thank you, David. Now here's Towns. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, so effective with that jump shot. Karl Anthony Towns is a problem on the offensive end.
And here are the Heat now. Butler kicks to Olynyk. And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Boy, those free throws add a nice cushion to their lead.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're down by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Teague against Dragic. Lets a floater go, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. .17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Off target from three-point range. There's Winslow.
Loose ball. Go the other way.
Six seconds left to play in the final quarter. Okogie can't get it to fall.
Hey, this is what Jimmy Butler's known for, right? Tough, hard-nosed defender, alter shots with your quickness and length. JB.
And so it's Miami winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, how confident are you that you guys can build on this win and keep the momentum going?
Very confident. Like I said, we got a great group of guys. If we play together, play hard, we can win.
I know you'll like to keep that going as we go on in the season. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.